All right, guys, we are back again with the latest wave of NECA's Ben Cooper costume kids. And of course, we are talking about the superheroes and supervillains of DC Comics. What kid in the 70s and early 80s didn't love these costumes? We've got Batgirl, we've got Batman, we've got Joker, we've got Superman, and of course, Wonder Woman. And these figures are amazing. I mean, look at the packaging here, reminiscent of that vintage Ben Cooper packaging. As we bring forward our first figure, Batgirl, you can see all the amazing figures. We've got Batgirl on here, we've got Supergirl, we've got Wonder Woman and her magic lasso, the bright reds and yellows and blues. There's that side. Just these are great figures. And there's the back with the collect them all. Again, latest wave of these costume kids, and they are really cool. This one is number 21, as you see there. And number 22 in that line, of course, is Batman with that full costume. And again, love that box with Superman and Batman flanking each side. That iconic comic style artwork from the 80s. There's our checklist. Very cool. Let's take a look at our one and only supervillain in this line. Amazing figures. Look at that iconic early 80s Joker on there and Catwoman. So cool. And of course, seeing Catwoman and Supergirl, you can't help but wonder what is going to be in the next line of these superhero costume kids. Who doesn't love Superman? I mean, look at that curl on there. And similar to the Batman box, looks very much the same. And here comes Wonder Woman. You know, again, also reflecting the same box that Batgirl did. There's Batgirl on the side, and as we flip around, you got Wonder Woman and Supergirl back there. So these are super cool. So glad to have these in the collection. Let's do what we do on this channel. Let's get these things open, shall we? All right, here they are, free from their fortresses of solitude. The latest figures in the NECA Ben Cooper Costume Kid collection. Man, these look good. I love how they each come with a pillowcase instead of the traditional bag or pumpkin bucket that the others come with. These guys are rocking the pillowcase from their Super Friends or Super Villains bed sheet set, which is so nostalgic, going back in time and thinking about how our rooms were decorated as kids with all these blankets and pillowcases and the posters on the wall. Like, everything about this just screams the 70s and 80s. And look at these masks. I mean, so cool how they're sculpted to look on there. You can see the string keeping on her head. You've got this soft goods cape tied around her neck, the vinyl outfit going all the way down. Love the detail that they put on the shoes on these figures, you know, with the laces and the two-tones and the soles. Everything about these are awesome. Of course, we got lots of points of articulation. We've got the head that moves side to side, a little bit of up and down. We have the shoulder joints that are butterfly and rotation. We have the double jointed elbows, the hands that rotate and then ratchet. We have a single jointed knee, but the feet are on ball joints, so they go up and down and they tilt side to side and rotate as well. So really great. Love the detail on these. As we look at the cape and the back of the outfit, you can see you can actually take the costume off if you want, though I would not obviously recommend doing that, but it is made with that Velcro so that it can come off, or at least looks more realistic. As we take a look at Batman in that very interesting take. Of course, both of these having to slap the character's name right across those front logos as if people didn't know who Batman was or, Batgirl. But there you go. We have the same soft goods cape on this one, the blue. I like the blue two-tone at the bottom to make it look like Batman's boots. And, again, there you got the great sculpt, on the hairstyle, the head. Really makes it look great. As we take a look at the face itself, you can tell all the detail in there, the eyes, the character behind the mask. And, as we take a closer look at the pillowcase, you can see the Super Friends on there. And this is, of course, a soft good pillowcase. Very cool to have that screen printed, to have all that on there. So our little bat friend here is ready to go trick-or-treating. And of course, we have our Joker. Love the mask on this one. Look at the detail on there. Of course, you got the laughing Joker across the chest on this purple and black vinyl outfit. The super villain's pillowcase to hold all his loot. Just the detail on these, again, is absolutely amazing. I love the way they look. And, you can almost imagine these kids coming up to your door, saying trick or treat, expecting their candy. It's straight out of scene from Halloween, right? With these guys walking down the street, going door to door. So we take a closer look at Superman. Of course, Superman about to be another major motion picture. We'll see how that does from James Gunn. But so the timing of Superman here is pretty perfect. And we've got the little Clark Kent or Superman curl on there. That chiseled jawline. Again, the soft goods cape, this time, of course, red for Superman, but there's no printed logo on the back, which would have been nice to see, but of course the costume likely did not have that when it came out, the original. But again, love the detail on these figures. There's those shoes again, this time in green. Lastly, let's take a look at Wonder Woman here. Another one of our girl trick-or-treaters. All the detail, and you can see the Super Friends pillowcase is printed on both sides, which is nice to see. We do not have a cape on her because Wonder Woman doesn't really wear a cape, though for some reason in all of our Superpowers action figures from McFarlane, they give her a cape. But here we have that iconic Wonder Woman, probably more like Linda Carter for this time period. This one they've gone ahead and actually made the shoes match the outfit. So she's got those yellow and blue two-tone leather shoes, or pleather, as the case may be. But again, great little mask, the great sculpt on the figure, and all those points of articulation. These all just look great together. And I am glad to see that NECA was able to secure the rights from Warner Brothers for these DC characters, because these were really critical for the time period for those of us who enjoyed these costumes back then. It's like, yeah, you had Universal Monsters, maybe some of these other ones, but the ones that we all really loved were the superheroes, the Batmans, the Supermans, and it's great to see these. Of course, the dream scenario in this line from NECA would be the Star Wars, right? Who doesn't want to see Darth Vader? Who doesn't want to see Boba Fett, C-3PO? There are many from that line, Yoda, a whole bunch that Ben Cooper released, and I would love to see those get recreations in these NECA figures. But what do you think, guys? Which ones would you like to see? Do you enjoy these figures? I got to tell you, they are much cooler than they appear. When you see these in person, they are really sharp. When I first saw this line, I was pretty skeptical. I was like, why would anybody want a bunch of kids in costumes? But really, it was when seeing the first one, in person really was like, wow, these are actually really cool. And as you get them all together, like we have here, and you see them all lined up and all posed, it really is something else. And this is one of the surprise hits for me in toys over the last probably decade, is this Ben Cooper line. So I have to give a shout out to NECA for taking a chance. So thanks for making it all the way to the end. If you want to see more from this line, be sure to check the link in the video. We have a couple recent from the most recent waves. Also, be sure to hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications for more videos like these. And until next time, have fun.